Chairman Graves and Ranking Member DeFazio, and I want to associate myself with the remarks of the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Shuster, the chairman of the committee. Clearly, this was the crown jewel. Clearly, nobody would be calling it the crown jewel today, and clearly it must be the crown jewel for all the reasons the chairman mentioned in terms of we used to call this and still call it America's subway, because millions and millions of everybody's constituents in this room use this system. I appreciate the opportunity to share my input with the subcommittee regarding the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority and the need for robust investment and high safety standards. The safety and reliability of the Metro is of critical importance, not only to Washington, D.C. and its surrounding communities. It's also critical to the smooth functioning of the federal government and of our national defense and homeland security. Both civilian and military rely on the Metro to get to their offices and to their duty stations. My district is home to 62,000 federal employees, and many who serve in military jobs located here in regional installations. Many of them depend on Metro to get to work each day to serve the American people. Metro is also a crucial tool for the millions of Americans and foreign visitors who come to our nation's capital each year. That is the premise which underlines our federal focus. I joined the rest of the National Capital Region delegation last Wednesday for a meeting with Paul Wiedefeld, Metro's new general manager, of whom many of you have spoken, and spoken positively, and I think that appropriately as well, to discuss WMATA's new Safe Track plan, which aims to address maintenance and rehabilitation efforts to improve safety. However, we spoke on a more broad basis than simply the Fast Track or the Safe Track program. The recent incidents on fire and day-long shutdown for diagnostic inspections have brought to light a number of very critical repairs that must be done to ensure that riders are always safe when using the Metro's system. In some ways, these problems are the result of past failures to invest adequately in long-term maintenance and upgrades. As the new 7000 series cars are brought into the fleet, we need to make sure that the tracks and tunnels that these new modern cars run on are up to date as well. Metro safety and reliability is a critical concern for residents of Maryland's Fifth District, which is home to communities served by all of Metro's lines. I am disappointed, as I know many are, that Metro needs to implement the Safe Track plan in the first place, but it is necessary. We shouldn't be in a situation, however, where entire lines need to be shut down for maintenance and where the predictability and reliability of train schedules has been undermined. But I am very impressed with Mr. Wiedefeld's leadership and his determination to take the steps necessary to put Metro back on course to be a system that all in our region and in our country can be proud of. We have a ways to go before we can get to that point, but it is encouraging that WMATA's leadership is fully committed to putting passenger safety first and is acting to improve safety in the near and in the long term. Mr. Chairman, I hope the subcommittee and the full committee will support investments in Metro's safety and service so that Safe Track plan will be as successful as possible, as quickly as possible. Congress has a responsibility to make sure that the Metro system, which we call America's subway, can well serve those and serve American citizens as well. I want to thank Ranking Member Eleanor Holmes Norton for her untiring advocacy on behalf of Metro and all those who ride it. And Mr. Chairman, I want to assure you and Mr. Shuster and Ms. Norton and Mr. DeFazio that the Washington Metropolitan Delegation is united in its determination to ensure, working with you, that America's subway is a subway system second to none. Thank you very much.